Invasive species are one of the biggest issues facing our natural resources and the environment today. Think of things like Dutch elm disease, the spotted lanternfly, and cats. Perhaps the most dangerous of these is the Homo caput stercoris, commonly referred to as the front plater. An invasive species coming from New York, New Jersey, and anywhere else that has a license plate on the front of their car. The biggest threat from this pest is the spread of excrement. These savages cause harm to many native species and have even spawned an entirely new one, the Beltsville lake monster. Here at the DeWeather Institute for Climate Knowledge, we have a dedicated group of volunteers working tirelessly to clean up the mess. The team of emergency responders for dispersion and skimming, or the turds. But the job is just too big, and we can't do it without your help. So be a hero, be a turd.
It's hump day. And just like you would like when you're humping, it's moist out. It's damp. It's precipitous, if you will. I still don't know if precipitous is a word, but I use it all the time. We're going to make it a word. In the DeWeather Dictionary, precipitous is a word. Overcast, cloudy, foggy, drizzle in places. No real rain or showers, but definitely moist. You can feel it. It's damp outside. That's going to turn into some breaks of sun this afternoon, and that will get us to about 70 or so. Depends when we see the sun and how long the sun is out prior to sunset. That will dictate exactly how warm we get today. But we should hit 70, even in the low 70s in the Lehigh Valley and south of the Lehigh Valley. So it's not going to be terrible. Tomorrow will be a little better. Tomorrow we'll get to the mid 70s, maybe a little more. Again, depends when the sun is out and how long it'll be out. We'll probably see fog overnight tonight, maybe some patchy drizzle or so. Maybe even some showers to the north tomorrow and the west tomorrow. So if you're in the Poconos and north, you're likely to see some spotty showers tomorrow as we get to the mid 70s in the Poconos and the mid to upper 70s. Well, probably not quite the upper 70s, but the mid upper 70s in the Lehigh Valley tomorrow. Then Friday's complicated. On Friday, we see sun, and we get pretty freaking warm. And you're going to actually notice humidity. We haven't had humidity in a while. But that humidity will be back on Friday. Not terrible, but you'll notice it, again, because we haven't had it around, so it'll definitely be noticeable. And then Friday night, overnight, we start seeing some showers happen. A storm, I don't think, will happen Friday in our region. But storms will definitely fire up outside our region. But we start seeing showers and maybe some periods of rain. And then Saturday, it's going to be yucky. It'll be cloudy and overcast. And as we get to about the noon to 2, noon to 3 o'clock hour, we start seeing some periods of rain. Not showers, some actual rain. And then as we get to sunset and into Saturday night, we start seeing some steady rain. I would say for our area, the Lehigh Valley, the Poconos, northeastern and central eastern PA, southeastern PA, that rain probably starts at its steadiest beginning around 8, 9 o'clock Saturday night, sooner to the west, sooner to the north. I mention that because there's a race this weekend. The National Racing Network is supposed to be doing. It's not looking good. Speaking of racing, look at that. It is our first DeWeather Motorsports Coxwag, and that is Patrick, our driver that we're sponsoring. His nickname Bizzle, and it is a hologram. I don't know if you can see the hologram type of the sticker. If you've got our other hologram stickers, you know that it has like a rainbow effect on the in the background. And that's kind of like a shimmer, if you will. But that is Mr. Barnes. Barnes. I should know his name since we're sponsoring. Mr. Byrne, Patrick Bizzle, if you will. Bizzle on a sticker with the Weather Motorsports, and we have 50 of these. They're very limited edition, 50. And those are going to be available starting when, you ask? Well, hey, I have this The Weather Cares pink hoodie on. If you ordered this pink hoodie and you didn't pick it up, you missed the pickup or whatever happened, you can pick it up tonight at the Emerald Firehouse between 6 and 7. And if you come, you can also get The Weather Motorsports limited edition Bizzle sticker. Bizzle wearing there, it's going to be blurry. But that is The Weather logo that you will be seeing more in the future, and we'll be telling you about it more in the future. If you have other cockswag that you would like, and we have some left over, all of the cockswag we have left over will be there. If you ordered softball jerseys, those softball jerseys will be available for you if you ordered them at the pickup tonight between 6 and 7 at the Emerald Firehouse. If you have other stickers, we have a lot of them now. If you would like those other stickers that people keep messaging about, you can come and get them at the pickup between 6 and 7 at the Emerald Firehouse. And again, these hoodies, if you ordered them, they will be at the Coxswag pickup tonight between 6 and 7. Come get them. Rhonda Kern, yours is in the mail in North Carolina. Your The Weather Cares Cancer Sucks Cock. I forget if it was a hoodie or t-shirt you ordered, but they're on the way to North Carolina. Again, Rhonda Kern, a fan in the Carolinas. We have fans all over the country, actually around the globe. We have a fan right now in Poland, temporarily. I don't know what else to talk about. Sure, let's have it.
All right, I'll jump in here. Eileen Hargett wants to know, how can I get that hoodie? I'm a breast cancer survivor.
The same way everyone else does. We did orders for, I don't know, a month, 3 weeks. You had to order it. I don't know if there are any left over. Brett from Rescue 51 may be watching this or watch the replay. If you could message me, let me know if you have any left over. I know he made some extras, but I also know they sold pretty well at the tournament. Or the Cock Elf, Jessica, if you are around and watching this, if you could let us know, are there any of these left over, T-shirts or hoodies?
Kyle Albrecht can't make it tonight, but we need to meet up.
Kyle Albrecht, I have Cockswag from like 3 Cockswag orders ago for you in an envelope, still just a big shipping envelope, still waiting for you. I still have them. Has your name on them and still waiting. We appreciate your support of our Cockswag, Kyle, but pick it up, bro. Make arrangements. Let's go. Oh, you have a Blackstone for me, too. So I'll give you the Cockswag. You give me the Blackstone, and it'll be like a illegal mob transaction.
Jessica says
for Blackstones.
There are no leftover hoodies, but we will be reprinting them so we can take more orders.
Well, there you go, Eileen. There you go. Rescue 51 will be printing more. We're also, Jessica, if you can message me, because I keep meaning to message you and Brett, but I keep forgetting to. That's what I do. The new Cockswag that we were talking about, the yellow, if that rings a bell. Maybe that'll be a question we propose to the people here watching YSL this morning. The new DeWeather design coming. Cockswag. Every fall we do a new hoodie T-shirt design, and this year's design is going to be different. But I'm not sure how different or which way it's going to be different. So when we're done doing the nonsense, we're going to add more nonsense by asking you your opinions live here on YSL.
Eileen wants to know how to order them. What's the email address?
Cockswagorder@gmail.com. Cockswagorder@gmail.com.
There you go.
And also, I should do this, and I don't do it enough. Rescue 51, RESCUE 51, all one word on Facebook. Go find them. Go like their page. And if you have any need for screen-printed garments, including koozies. Oh, Jessica, I did not get a koozie. The Weather Cares koozie. because I was doing stuff at the tournament. And then by the time it was wrapped up, you and Brett had already left. But I
Wait,
would
we
like
have
the Weather
koozies?
Cares koozies. Yes, there were the Weather Cares koozies. I didn't know it until I saw somebody with one. I was like, wait, where the fuck did you get that? They're like, oh, over there's the T-shirt guy. Rescue 51 being the T-shirt guy, and the cock elf Jessica, his left hand, right hand woman elf thing. Anyway, Jessica, I would like a koozie, a The Weather Cares koozie. But Rescue 51, go like them on Facebook, RESCUE51. They've done all of our cock swag that we've ever done, and they will always do all of our screen printed cock swag. There will never be another company that does our cock swag. They are fantastic. The quality is amazing. If you've ordered one of our first cock swag garments, hoodies, or T-shirts from years ago, I still have mine, obviously, and they hold up. As long as you wash them properly, they hold up forever. There are absolutely no
We
issues
may
with them.
have a problem here.
Go on.
Amy has the rest of the koozies.
Amy, you're hoarding the koozies?
She's holding out on us.
Well, Amy will be at the Cogswag pickup tonight at the Emerald Firehouse between 6 and 7. And if you would like to wear the Cares koozie, they will be there because Amy will be there. And now that the secret's out that Amy is hoarding the koozies, she should bring those koozies with her.
Yes. I can't be there, though.
We'll get you some, Chris. We'll get you some. We'll put some aside, as they say.
Ah, yes. The secret stash.
Because I also have to get apparently 10 or so of the Bizzle stickers.
Yes. They will be at the Daytona International Speedway in January.
I may be at the Daytona International Speedway in January.
That could be a dumpster fire.
That's my point.
Well, it's going to be a dumpster fire one way or the other.
Can you explain? So
we've got a
this
birthday.
Is not the NASCAR race. This is the 24. This is more important than a birthday right now.
Okay.
This is not the Daytona race. This is the 24 hours at Le Mans, or at Daytona rather.
Yes. Similar concept.
So you go. You leave when? Thursday?
I'll probably leave Wednesday.
Oh.
Wednesday.
Arrive on Friday?
What are you talking about? Depart Wednesday, arrive Wednesday.
What? Oh, Daytona's northern Florida, isn't it?
Central, on the coast.
Is it?
Yeah.
How long does it take to drive down there?
It's like 15 hours.
Shut up. Seriously?
Yeah.
Why am I not driving to Florida on the weekends?
Because you're going to spend 30 hours driving?
Do you know how long I've been wanting to go down to fish in Florida? And I haven't because I thought it was like, 6 days away.
Yeah, no.
What?
Straight shot, man.
What? I feel like there's a trip in my very near future. Anyway,
yeah, in January.
So leave Wednesday, arrive Wednesday. When does the activity start at the Daytona International Speedway?
It's a good question.
You don't know?
I want to say
Friday?
No, it starts Thursday.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be like starts Friday or Saturday or something. And I was going, what are you going to do? Sit in Hooters for 2 days? Not that that's anything wrong with sitting in Hooters for 2 days.
No, we will be. It'll be a dumpster fire.
I believe Hooters is the birthplace of. Daytona is the birthplace of Hooters, right?
Clearwater, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. I've never been to a Hooters.
Really?
Really? And they pass a whole bunch in Texas. There's a lot of Hooters in Texas.
My favorite Hooters I've ever been to, I haven't been to that many, but I was at one in Durham, North Carolina. And the sign out front for trivia night says, "Are you smarter than a Hooters girl?" I'm
Were
down.
you?
I'll see if I'm smarter than a Hooters girl. As it turns out,
I'm
not, because
did you say you would go down on a Hooters girl?
Every one of the Hooters girls was a student at Duke University.
Oh,
They had a
oh.
girl who was double majoring in astrophysics and something astromechanical engineering or something.
There are scientists with breasts?
Yes.
Where? Oh, Durham, North Carolina.
Durham, North
Duh.
Carolina.
No kidding.
Oh my God.
So you
We
went.
got killed. There was not a guy
you.
in there that was smarter than a Hooters girl.
So you went down to a Hooters girl.
Yes, I did.
Giggity, giggity. What was I saying? Oh, Daytona. Sorry, Daytona. This is what happens when I don't have Red Bull. I'm trying coffee. It's the pumpkin spice coffee from Wawa. I don't like pumpkin spice, but I thought, you know what? It smells delicious. I tried it. Not delicious.
You know why you don't like pumpkin coffee?
Tell me.
Because you don't have breasts.
I thought you were going to say because you like to eat pumpkin.
I don't know
Peter,
that I've
Peter.
ever called her pumpkin, but
Pumpkin.
Andy Gabo, did you find a HQ yet? Because I have a welcoming gift.
What? Like a welcome mat with a big blue cock on it? That'd be fantastic. We need that when we have an HQ. Knows I say it. Wait, Chris, getting back to Daytona very quickly.
Alex Greenswig says we're taking you to Hooters.
Leaving Wednesday.
Yeah.
Being there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Departing Sunday?
No. Well, maybe, but I doubt it.
So Saturday?
No, it would be either Sunday or Monday. The race starts at 3 p.m.
Ooh.
Race starts at 3 on Saturday and ends at 3 on Sunday.
Oh, I can figure out the ending time there, Chris.
Yeah. Well,
24 hours and all.
You seem
Palmerton,
to be confused.
that's well, because I didn't know your itinerary, like when you were departing. So leaving Wednesday, arriving Wednesday, leaving Sunday or Monday.
Alex says he's coming Thursday, leaving Monday. You can actually fly into Daytona Airport, and the runway is on the back straightaway, basically right outside the back straightaway of the racetrack.
Yes, I have flown into Daytona before. It's literally right next to the raceway.
Yes.
Right, we need to discuss this. I may need to do like a 5-day DeWeather marathon from Daytona, like a DeWeather Motorsports live from Daytona.
The plan is we will be live streaming a lot of content on the National Racing Network side.
Okay, as an actual racing?
No, we can't show any on-track activity. We're going to show all of the activity that goes on in the infield.
In the party zone?
Yes.
That's right up my alley.
I think we're going to have 4 RVs down there, is what it sounds like.
Okay.
We're going to have a compound.
Hold on a second. This needs to happen.
This
needs to happen.
It's already booked.
I feel like this is a thing that has to happen where we just exploit the living fuck out of Daytona.
That's
and do some man on the street on the beach kind of things.
One of the RV drivers says he will be arriving Thursday and most likely leaving Monday.
I want in.
John Paguki, sounds like Peter just needs a press pass. That would be so dangerous.
Can the weather center apply for a press pass?
You could, but you won't get one.
Why?
Because you don't have any history of motorsports coverage.
We cover cities that have racetracks.
Yeah.
I am on High Side Hustle every Wednesday.
Yeah, that's not what they're looking for. However, the National Racing Network will be credentialed.
Hang on a second. Who for? Exactly.
You what?
What are they looking for then?
You have to have a lot of sports car coverage. Like, they want to see coverage of their event.
But you can't show any on-track footage, but they want coverage of their event.
Yes, they want news reports, they want interviews, they want social content, et cetera, et cetera. Um,
Okay, stand by. New campaign. When is this? January?
yes.
I have 2.5 months to find a NASCAR driver who will beg them to get me a press pass for the Weather Center.
We know someone at Daytona, apparently.
I know some NASCAR drive. Well, I know they're not the drivers, but I know people who are big on the teams because I do EMS and things, and I know a lot of people, and I actually know one guy who is like the head caterer for a lot of the teams. I have connections. I'm going to exploit those connections. I will have a Weather Center press pass.
I think it would be fun.
It will be fun. I may end up in jail. We might need to go fund me for bail money, but it will be fun.
There is a distinct possibility of that.
I can't wait.
The only other thing we have to watch is they do they can do a breathalyzer if you have a pass at any time,
I don't plan on
at any moment.
I do not plan on drinking.
Well, no, but we're getting drunk at night.
No, I'm not.
Yes. Clark, on the other hand.
Got smoke in my eye.
Yes, the bullshit detector is going off.
Can I get 2 press passes, one for Peter, one for Clark? Oh, and one for Oliver.
Oh, my God. Yes, Tom Tassi just says dangerous. Yes.
Do you have your credentials yet, or do you pick them up there?
No, you get them there.
Do you know what they look like?
No.
Damn.
However, if you would like, we will be getting, and maybe this is a thing we could talk about for the club members, but
Yes.
we do have NRN hard cards that get pressed every year. Yes.
A what? I don't know what a hard card is, but I want one.
It's your, it's your,
ladies, am I wrong?
it's your annual credential. It has your picture on it. It says who you are and what you're doing.
My hard card is my anal what?
Yes.
Yes. Come on, ladies. Who's with me?
I think we need to make DeWeather hard cards.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm making one right now. I'm in rare form today.
Is that your hard card in your pocket, or are you just happy to see us?
Why can't it be both, Chris? Why can't my hard card be happy to see you? I think this pumpkin spice hit me a little harder than I thought.
It's good to be seen. Apparently, Clark has showed up to the Y-cell.
Woof. Oh, hey, Coxswag. Speaking of hard cards,
yeah.
Coxswag. Pickup between 6 and 7 tonight. Emerald Firehouse.
We talked about that.
We talked about it again. It's nice to be a reminder. Like the weather, for example. We get up into the 70s today, low 70s. Clouds will make way for sunshine eventually today. Some breaks of sun. Don't know how long it'll be. Don't know when it'll happen, but there will be sunshine. Tomorrow, mid-70s. Maybe a shower to the north and to the west. Friday, it gets humid. We could get near 80 on Friday in the Lehigh Valley. Saturday, it turns to shit, and Sunday, you're going to need a sweater. Here's your weather. I can't believe NBC hasn't approached me to do the weather yet on the Today Show. I don't get it.
I think it's the your weather service sucks bumper stickers.
Okay, but when they hire me on to do the Today Show, it will be everyone else's weather source that sucks.
That's true.
It still applies, just not to them any longer.
Right.
I could be the new Al Roker. The new Willard Scott. There's a throwback for you.
Recently deceased.
Yeah, I don't want to follow those shoes.
Well, you will eventually.
I might be immortal. I'm an AM so far. Don't jinx it, karma. Stop it. What's that? An airplane? This isn't the airport.
Holy shit.
Daytona in January
Yes.
would be so much fun.
The only thing about Daytona in January is like 90% of the time the weather is really fantastic.
Thunderstorms.
The 10% of the time that the weather sucks, it is shit.
Pouring. Yes.
Pouring
Did they
rain
race in the
and
rain at the
frigid.
24-hour race?
Yes.
They race in the rain?
Yes, they do.
Yahoo!
It's usually carnage.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
Let's go. Yeah, we have to plan this. We could make this a spectacle.
You're gonna have to beg Andrew for a space under the awning or something. I think we're gonna have like 30 of us down there.
Stand
Bunch
by.
of people in tents.
Is Andrew not one of our sponsored drivers?
If we sponsor him, yeah.
I don't know. Do I get an awning or don't I?
Oh my God. Yes.
Think long and hard about it, Andrew. Speaking of hard cards.
Actually, you don't have to worry about Andrew. It's his the lovely better half, Sam. She's the one that'll kill us.
Patrick?
No.
Wait, Sam. Wait, no, I'm thinking of Alex, I think. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, Alex says we are arranging a tent.
I met Alex's better half.
Yes.
Briefly. We didn't really meet her. I kind of waved and said hi, and she did the same.
Yes.
She looked a wee bit startled.
As is usually the reaction of the female.
Yeah, no, that is my customary greeting. It's when people aren't startled that I become startled.
I think the bigger question is, how do we get a big blue cock on a race car in the Daytona?
I have a big. We schmooze. We start schmoozing Wednesday when we get there. We schmooze Thursday. And I walk out of the big blue cockhead with a cardboard sign. Put me on your car. You think I'm kidding?
So you're saying Sid could make an appearance?
I'm saying the big blue cockhead will be in Daytona. And it will be all over Daytona.
I will get selfies with this.
I will get selfies with cops wearing the big blue cockhead.
Okay, so we know what we're doing in late January.
I will get a Hooters girl to wear the big blue cockhead. I will get a Hooters girl to wear the big blue cockhead.
So the big blue cock will be inside a Hooters girl?
She'll be inside the big blue cock. His urethra is huge.
That's
What is wrong with me today? What is wrong with me?
Yes. That is what's wrong with you.
Yeah. I feel like it's what was that John Travolta movie, Face Off? Wait, stand by. Wait for it. You thought it was Peter. It's me, Clark.
Oh, my God. Is there anybody watching this dumpster fire still? Jesus,
Listen.
Yes, there are.
Listen. Oh, not the Jake break. Not that noise. Listen. Did you hear that noise?
Yes, we did. As if you needed
Shit.
more caffeine.
Why stop now?
Because your heart's going to explode.
I know how to fix that. when Weissel is over, if it ever ends today, I will be delivering checks from the kickball tournament. Hence the
Nice.
hoodie today. Hence the hoodie. The 3 charities are local, and one is out in Lebanon.
That's
It
not
is an
far
hour
from
and a half.
Linda's Speedway.
Yes, it's an hour and a half away. I don't believe I'll be making the drive to Lebanon. I think that's going to be a post office thing.
I think we should drive to Lebanon this weekend.
You're going to be getting rained on near Lebanon Saturday.
Jonestown.
Yes.
Not
but
that
they,
Jonestown. The one
yeah,
here.
yeah. Kool-Aid, anyone? God. They don't have weekend office hours, unfortunately.
Come out on Friday. I'll be there all day.
Do I work on Friday? I think I work on Friday.
Michael Black says dumpster fire lives are by far the best ones.
Yes, they are. And the most popular, by far.
Andrew says we need it to not snow before he leaves with the trailer so he can get out of the state with it in January.
When in January is it?
January 27th, right around there?
Oof. Oof.
Yeah. 27th to the
January,
30th.
January, my friend, is going to be a very, very active meteorological month.
Is this
very
an updated winter weather projection?
There is an updated winter projection coming, but I would have shovels and salt ready and my deep plow service scheduled for January.
So a perfect time to get the hell out of here.
Yes, with a trailer that slides very well in the snowy, icy nonsense. Yeah, January is going to be an active month.
What makes you think that?
Patterns. Have you seen any satellite images or thermal satellite images of La Nina?
No.
It is the most impressive La Nina I have ever seen. The Pacific Northwest. Okay. We'll get a little weather nerdy here for a second. If you do you have a satellite image, like a national satellite image available?
We could.
I want the West Coast, like Alaska and the Pacific Northwest.
Okay, let me work on it here.
We're gonna do some weather learning. We're gonna get weather nerdy for a second, and I'm going to. You always hear the real weather folks talk about El Nino, La Nina. Idiots. And they do mean something, but it's not what they make it seem like it does. I'm going to break it down for you real quick in like Palmerton terms so you can understand it.
But I'm going real quick here. Yes. Seattle, a good location to look for to kind of center the map on?
Yeah, that's fine. As long as I have the southeastern coast of Alaska in it, yes.
Okay. You will have a map here shortly.
Thank you. So El Nino, for those of you who don't know, is when the ocean warms. It's this phenomenon where the ocean warms up. La Nina is when the ocean cools down. It is a phenomenon. Nobody really knows what causes it, but it happens every year or two or so. But the thing is, a La Nina will form, let's say, a year ago. We don't see the effects of it for a year. And I'm going to explain to you very quickly why, as soon as we get a radar image up. But there is this thing when La Nina forms, when you get those colder ocean temperatures. They both form right along the equator. Very oddly enough, they form literally right along the equator in the southwestern of California, down along the equator, off the coast of South America. You get right along the equator in the ocean. you get these either warm El Nino or cold La Nina temperatures. And that affects weather because, as we know, here on the East Coast, as water warms up, you get more cyclonic activity, you get more hurricanes. As that water is warmer, it feeds the storms. In a similar but completely different way, that's what El Nino and La Nina does. It affects the weather. It does not necessarily cause cyclonic activity, but it does help it. It does foster it. That's why, if you've been paying attention to cyclonic storms in the Pacific this year, there's been a lot of them. And that's because of this phenomenon. As soon as we get this image zoomed in a little bit, we'll show it to you, and I'm going to explain something you may have never heard before.
Does this work?
What is that gray blotch?
That is water vapor.
I don't need water vapor. I just need a satellite image. Can we get rid of the water vapor?
Yeah, let me see what I can come up with here real quick. Keep talking.
Or even just a satellite image would be fantastic. So we have the west coast of the United States. We have the equator. The equator is that line, that imaginary line, Palmerton, around the center of the Earth and goes all the way around. It's like if you were to tie a string around Blue, a kickball, right around the middle of his radius or circumference. I don't know, the middle of Blue. That would be the line. That would be the equator. We have that around the Earth, this imaginary line called the equator. So currents generally go one way in the south and the other way in the north hemispheres, that is. So if you flush the toilet in the United States, it goes clockwise. You flush it in New Zealand, it goes counterclockwise. That's because of the rotation of the Earth and the way the hemispheres work. La Nina, as it cools down, creates this, the phenomena of La Nina, causes this anomaly, this very strange thing that happens in the Pacific Northwest, off the coast of the Pacific Northwest, between the southeastern coast of Alaska and the upper west coast of the United States. And if we get this image, I will show you what I'm talking about, and it'll make more sense. But as it moves along the equator, this La Nina, this flow, this current of cold water, it produces energy that flips off of it to the north and northeast. As it does, and we've talked about this before, it's like water, like storms. They go along the course of least, or the path of least resistance. That's why storms move in. When there's a storm up to the east of it, it moves up, and that's how they steer things. This is very similar. That energy from La Nina travels the course of least resistance, which in this case is over water, not over land, follows up the west coast, gets up across the west coast of Canada, hits Alaska, and there's this bowl there, that ocean. And in the Bay of Alaska, it curls around. And again, if we ever get this image, I will show you that.
Let's see. That's the closest I can give you, and it's a static.
Oh, let's see that. Yeah, let's see that right now. Let's see that. That's perfect, actually. We see that blue line. That, my friends, is ocean temperatures. That dark blue line along the equator is La Nina. That is that phenomenon where the ocean temperatures just are much, much significantly colder than the rest of the ocean, and that produces energy. So if you go to the east or the right side of that La Nina, and I can't point to it on here, so I can't show you what I'm talking about, but if you go up north to the United States, you go up the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, up the west coast of the United States, you follow it around, it does like that, this little shapy thing here. That is called the horseshoe, and there is a meteorological definition term for that. It's a three-letter word like UDE or UED or whatever the fuck it is. It's a horseshoe. Yeah, no. Okay. Or it's not IED either. But it goes up. The energy comes up the west coast, curls around the coast of Alaska, and it forms storms. So if you look right now off of Dutch Harbor, Alaska, that little peninsula coming off of Alaska out into the ocean, you see that red spot? That, my friends, is that energy. It comes up the west coast, curls, and forms energy, storms. That will go into the west coast eventually. So it comes up, swirls up the horseshoe, and slingshots itself to the west coast and makes landfall. This pattern right now, this La Nina that we have, this very, 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 very cold ocean temperatures in comparison to the rest of the ocean, is significant. It is probably the deepest La Nina I have ever seen, ever. It is very, 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 very deep. That's going to create this system that I've been talking to you about for the last couple of months, where we get this system, this pattern that we're stuck in, and it produces a lot of energy. Look to the north of that La Nina. See all those little red marks? Those are storms. That's energy coming off of the La Nina. So if you were to take, let's say, dry ice, and you throw that into boiling water, there is a violent reaction. This is similar to that with a little less violence or immediate violence, but it forms energy. The cold water interacting with the warmer Pacific waters, you get that energy. And that's why along that La Nina, you see a shitload of it. That energy, a lot of it will curl up, the path of least resistance. Remember, the Earth is spinning. So the orbit of the Earth affects currents and paths of storms because that affects the jet stream and wind direction and pressure systems. So it goes up the path of least resistance, up the west coast, into the horseshoe up the coast of northwestern Canada, and into the southeastern coast of Alaska in that little horseshoe area, spins off, becomes storms, and moves in. There is no sign of that stopping. But the longer La Nina is in place, the more those storms build. So as we get into it, and as La Nina settles in and entrenches itself, which it has, it will deepen. So as we go over November, December, that only gets stronger. And as it becomes stronger, there's less influence, atmospheric influence, to prevent those storms from forming. So by the time we get into December, late December, January, it's going to be a very active cycle. That was a very long-winded explanation as to why I said January is going to be a meteorological busy month. Did that make any sense at all?
Sort of. Yes. I'm actually pulling up another graphic here. I'll see if you want it.
Okay. If you could let us know in the comments if that was helpful or just very confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we can do that. Go ahead, show that. So this is what we're talking about. Look at the green spots of the West Coast, Northern Canada, Northern California, Southern Oregon. You see that wetter spot. This is what I'm talking about. So the energy moves up the West Coast, goes up into that Gulf of Alaska, which is where it says variable polar jet stream. I don't know why the fuck it says that. It's not a polar jet stream. It's the fucking jet stream. But in any event, it goes up into that, and then it follows that jet stream, that blue line that goes west to east. Those systems will follow it. So as we always, what does that purple bit say? Dryer. Well, duh. Anyway, we talk about this all the time. Storms follow the jet stream, essentially, and as they go through. Colder air is always to our north. Warmer air is always to our south. That's why on Friday when we get near 80 and the humidity comes in, because that air is coming from the south. It brings up that warm air, that warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico and the southern United States, and brings it up to our area. But when it comes from the north, it's colder. You know, the Arctic plunge, polar vortex type of shit. But that's why it gets colder. Sunday, for example, we're going to get highs and might not even hit 60. And that's because the air is going to be coming from the north. So warmer to the south, colder to the north. Along the jet stream will be moist because that's where the systems go, the storms go, the energy travels. So as it comes up that west coast from La Nina, those energy, it forms storms in the Gulf of Alaska, that horseshoe, if you will, and moves along the jet stream-ish and traverses the country. So the longer La Nina is in place, the stronger it gets, the more influence it has, and the more opportunity it has to overpower whatever other influences that would prevent storms from forming. So that is why I think late December, January especially, is going to be a very, very active meteorological month.
Good question here from Rob Cheney. I thought cold
Yes,
water
Rob Cheney.
weakened storms and warm weather strengthened them, like hurricanes.
No, I just explained why, Rob. This is the cold. It's the interaction that we just talked about. So you had that very cold La Nina, right? And you had that very warm water. So when you have cold and hot come together, there is a reaction there, a force, if you will. That's why we get fog overnight, right? You've got that warm, moist air, the cold ground, or vice versa. That's why you get fog. So it's similar to that. You get a reaction between the world. That creates the energy that as it moves up into the Pacific, that is warmer water. So it gains the energy from those warmer waters, comes in through, gets the influence, and pushes on. That is why you get that. It's the whole butterfly effect thing. Flaps its wings at La Nina, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Rhonda Kern, no. This is the exact opposite. She says, fucking great, another hot winter. No.
No,
Cold.
no,
We're getting cold.
no, no. It will be a cold winter.
South of us will be cold.
Will be warmer. She's in the Carolinas, so she might be warmer.
Yes. Warm in the Carolinas.
But listen, Rhonda, that line that was on that map of the jet stream, that jet stream will not stay there all winter long. It will fluctuate. It will likely make deep plunges at certain points to the south and move up north from where that line is on that. Fuck the jet stream maps. They're stupid. They're dumb. Long-range jet stream maps are just fucking ridiculous. It's snake oil, meteorological snake oil. Just don't buy it. The jet stream fluctuates all the time. And if we get that cold air mass over the North Pole or northern Canada, that becomes strong enough that influences the jet streams too, so it could push it south. If we get another system, a late system in the south, that could produce enough energy to push the jet stream to the north. The jet stream does not stay still, ever. It fluctuates. But given everything I just told you, it seems like it will keep a more central Midwest United States trek with a dip and then up to the northeast. But we'll see. We don't know. We don't fucking know. You base it on patterns. You base it on things that you know. You base it on historical data. But, yeah, you're likely to be warmer. But Rhonda, given that said, I would venture to guess the Carolinas and the South, even the deep South this winter, could see more than a share of ice.
I was going to say, they get cold and ice. We don't, not like we get snow.
That's correct.
They get
Do we know why that is, Chris?
I would imagine because it is warm enough that it does not fall as snow, sleet, etc.
So, right. So the air is very warm, so it doesn't form as snow.
On contact.
The ground gets cold, right. The surface is cold. So it falls as rain, but the ground is cold, so as soon as it touches something, it freezes up. That's exactly right. We don't see a lot of ice because it's cold in the air generally up here as well as on the ground. It's when we get those warm air systems that move in through the winter that cause precipitation. Remember, changes in temperatures cause precipitation. So when you get that warm air mass that meets that cold air mass, it falls down as rain, but the ground doesn't have enough time to warm up, so we get ice. That's what happens. Well, we're getting very weather nerdy today.
Yes, we are.
I feel like I work at Hooters and
Rhonda is now excited about the deep plunges.
Yeah. Hard card.
Yes.
Coxswag pickup between 6 and 7 tonight. Emerald Firehouse, just west of Slayton. It's where the girls, where the tournaments were played, softball and kickball. So if you have Coxswag ordered, want Coxswag, show up. We'll have your order there. And if there's extra stuff, and there's some extra stuff, then you can show up. Softball jerseys, if you order them, they'll be there. Ball caps, we have some ball caps left over too. So if you want the softball tournament ball caps, there are some. And lots of swag stickers. And some other things, some surprises, actually. If you show up, they'll be available.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
You should tell people about these things, like the people you work with.
It would not be well, you do know, because I showed it to you when we had our meeting last week. In fact, I gave you some.
I should pay attention more then.
You should. You should. Yes. That would be helpful. One of us has to.
Yeah. That's Amy's job.
Yeah, it's true. I guess that's it. We've gone on for a long fucking time again.
Almost an hour.
Yeah, again.
We should have like a plan for these, maybe.
No, they wouldn't be as fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Just White House unscripted always. No notes, nothing.
Yes, but somebody is going to tune into YCell, hear the forecast, and tune it out, and get back to scrolling, and they're going to miss this entire discussion that we just had on La Nina.
Yes.
And how we're going to get fucked this year. So make sure you watch till the
end.
end.
The horseshoe over the Gulf of Alaska, which
Yes.
is something people should talk about. When they talk about La Nina, the real weather folks I'm talking about, when they talk about La Nina and the influence on the weather and why it's going to do certain things, I don't know how they legitimately explain the effects of La Nina without talking about that horseshoe over the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of Alaska. It makes all the fucking difference. I don't know why they don't do that. Ever.
Because they don't think people are smart enough to understand it.
Listen, we have people in Palmerton. I broke it down so they could understand it. We're not using fancy terms. And again, that area, that horseshoe, does have a very, very scientific name. It's a 3-letter word, and I can't think of what the fuck it is. What is it?
It's the Great Alaska Horseshoe.
No. It's like UED, UI. I don't know. I'll search it later.
So you're saying when storms, when the weather gets to that IED, it bombs out.
Or blows up. Yes. Yeah.
Boom. Bombogenesis.
Not quite a bombogenesis, but yes. It's where it gets its energy, where it explodes. I was very Macho Man Savage right there. Explodes!
You're turning into a real weather guy. I'm so proud of you.
Woo, no. Hey, take that back. All right. I guess that's it. Maybe we'll go to Discord. I don't know.
Maybe.
I've got checks to write and deliver.
There you go. A lot of money going out the door today. Thank you, fuckers.
$6,000.
That's beautiful.
$6,000. That's a good amount.
Yes, it is. And
like, I know the NFL
reach for.
Reach around? Hard card. Yeah, so we raised $6,000-ish for this tournament. We're thinking next October we should try and raise 10. Same for softball in July. $10,000 is the goal.
That is correct. John Baguki wants to know, any updates on the pending Indian summer?
It arrives Friday. It departs Sunday.
Yes.
We're going to go from Indian summer on Friday to Eskimo autumn on Sunday. Eskimo autumn on Sunday.
Eskimo autumn.
Eskimo is apparently an offensive word. So Eskimo. Nobody's offended by Eskimo.
What is an Eskimo?
Politically correct term for Eskimo?
Maybe.
No, it is. It's in the weather dictionary. We used to say something about Eskimo ladies at the end of White House last year. And then we got some messages saying, you can't say Eskimo. It's offensive. Eskimo is Eskimo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Discord.
Hey,
Join
okay.
us.
Discord. There's a link somewhere. Find it.
In the description.
Or just search the weather on Discord. Can you do that, by the way? Can you search Discord for the weather?
I have no idea.
Yeah, find the link in the description. Discord. We're going there now. I love you all. Ladies, I love you a little bit more. Eskimo ladies, I love you the most.